Hey everybody, happy almost summer. Just wanted to check in and appease the algorithm gods showing my face. I'm working on these little panels here, the 5x7 panels you've probably seen if you follow me like this. I love doing these. So the idea with these is I have a lot of stuff in my studio. There's just a lot of toys here and a lot of other stuff. I had one of my kids come in, and he's older, he's an adult, but I had him come and pick out some toys for me to paint. I finished the Sesame Street painting with the Ghostbusters in it, and I wanted to do some small work. And I like working on the small paintings after I do a big one, because when I finish a big painting, I'm still in this mindset where my vision is very like hyper focused on the details of things, right? Because as you work on, especially like a bigger painting, as I work on a bigger painting, I start off, big and broad and loose, and then as I tighten it up, my vision, my focus also tightens up like that. So coming out of a painting like that, where there's a lot of detail, like the Sesame Street Ghostbuster painting there, it's hard to shake that and start something new and suddenly start working broad again, because I have to kind of back away and get my head back in that space to do it. So I like to do the small paintings because they allow me to stay in that focused zone for a little while longer. Like I can just kind of like carry it onto the small canvas, the small panels, whatever, because they're so small, you're almost right away in that detail phase with them. So it works. So what I'm doing with this new batch is I'm having people who come into the studio pick a few things for me to figure out how to paint, to figure out how to compose them and put them into a painting. So it's been a lot of fun. It's a great challenge. I really like, they're all so different. They're all things that I would not have thought to put together. So it's interesting to see what speaks to people when they come in here, because each of these things is specific to whoever chooses them. Just a quick update on some things that are going on. First of all, at some point this week, I'm planning to head over to Hope and Feathers in Northampton, Massachusetts. They are a frame shop and a gallery, and they have some of my prints for sale now, which is really cool and exciting. And they're great people, and they do such a great job with framing. I have a fresh batch of this painting, There's Something Strange in the Neighborhood, that I'll be bringing there this week. So anyone in Western Mass in the area, you want to swing by and grab one, that's where you can get them. They're also, I think, on my website. If not, I'll update that too. Next is in July 19th, I will be at the Great American Toy Show in Taunton, Mass. It's being hosted by Chris Gerard, known as the Collector 77 on Instagram. He is responsible for ChrisCon, which was something I loved doing because I was also a Chris, but it was named after himself. It was an action figure show. It was such a cool show to do. This is a little different. This is an actual full-on toy show, and it's going to be big, so that should be fun, and a lot of vendors will be there. So definitely check that out. I will be there with a ton of prints. We'll have a few originals, and then I plan to bring all of my small paintings that I have, whatever I have that's a small painting. So for example, the Care Bears, we've got the new 5x7s that I've been working on, and I'm about to start a new one. I just had my 10-year-old niece here, and she picked out the next batch of toys for me to add to the small painting, so that should be a lot of fun. So July 19th is that show. Hope and Feathers in Northampton has a bunch of my prints. Also Made It in Provincetown, Mass. They also have a bunch of my prints. I love them. They are fantastic. Their store's super cool. It's right on the main drag, so definitely check them out if you're on the Cape. And what else? I just, for the first time, discovered this place in Wilbraham. It's not too far from where I live, Wilbraham, Mass. It's called HasBeen Collectibles. Rick is the owner. He's super nice, super cool guy. The place is fantastic. I walked in and I was overwhelmed just walking in the door. But awesome place for vintage toys. Okay, that about covers everything. If you are looking for prints of mine, they are on my website, boardanchor.com. You can find it in my profile. And what else? Shoot me a DM if you're interested in doing a commission. If you have a collection of toys that you really love, or some specific toys that you love in particular, we could maybe work something out. And I love doing commissions for people where they're selecting toys that they grew up with that have meaning to them. And it's always a blast to do and see what you guys have, and be able to paint them. So, okay, thanks. Have a good summer. Hopefully I'll see you in July. July 19th. Okay, bye.